Got this big fat box in the mail. Hopefully they fit in the PT Cruiser. Oh, shit. So if you haven't guessed it by now, these are the new fenders for the 240. We're going to install them today, front and rear. They're from Fine Line Tuning, and I'll have the link to their website in the description if you want to check them out. Oh, also I just ordered a new throttle position sensor, one that's JZ specific, one JZ specific, and also a valve cover gasket. So
it's gonna be a hotter baby with these whitey body on it.
It's a nice D.
It is a nice D. Oh, baby boyo.
Ah, fuck. I'm gonna take that out. So yeah, I have a 1-inch spacer that I'll be using. No, not a 3-inch spacer. What I'm most excited about are these front ones though. I never really liked the style of like normal, like the classic wide body front fenders with like the vent, the air vent sits between the wheel and the right here. And these ones don't have that, so. Kikuchi power.
What does it say?
Kikuchi power.
Oh.
Also, 1-inch spacers in the front.
Oh, so you don't have any spacers on right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These are rad as fuck.
They are. You know people are gonna make fun of you for running spacers.
I don't give a fuck. So yeah, we're gonna get to work on this, and hopefully we can make them fit well. I just bought a shitload of rivet. Yeah, we've been here for quite a while now. It's been like, what do you think, like 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
Yeah, probably about a month.
About a month. And Shane has just basically lent us the entire garage, all the tools, all the supplies. We really appreciate it. And we're gonna have like we're gonna bring him like some steak or some shit to.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
Yeah.
We'll like throw him a barbecue or I don't know.
We'll take him for a ride in the plane.
Yeah. He'll love that.
I'll take him for a ride in this airplane.
Hell yeah.
I'll let him drive it actually.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta do something special for him though.
Oh yeah, so we're just cleaning up a little bit before we get to work on this, because also in the last video you guys saw in the dark me driving down that street over there, but like I said, I just ordered a new, because our camera died, so we didn't really get to explain much. But valve cover gasket is bad, we think. We saw like a little bit of moisture when we pulled the intake off, because as you guys saw, it was smoking like crazy when we first rolled it out of the hangar, and then we found all that like weird rat shit stuff on top of the manifold. So we thought that was the problem, so we cleaned it all off, because that stuff actually was smoking, but we thought that was the only problem. So we cleaned that stuff off, and then we drove it out again, and when we got back it was smoking like a bitch again. And then so now we just assume it's the valve cover gasket. So that makes a lot of sense. And valve cover gasket was like 60 bucks. I already bought it, it's on the way. Paid for 2-day shipping just so I can start driving this bitch already, because that thing is fast. I don't know if you guys could tell from the video, but once it gets into boost, holy shit, it goes. Not gonna be driving it until I get that stuff, just because I don't want to mess with it until I'm.
Yeah, plus it has to make like a 15-minute drive home.
Yeah, and I gotta go get an exhaust.
Before any of that happens, let's make this bitch wide.
Yeah, wide as fuck. So we're gonna put the hood on just so that we know that hood lines and stuff are matching properly. We gotta take off that intake because it's not in its final place yet. But just to be sure, we're gonna knock everything over. Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you screw these things?
Fits like a. Look at that, dude. It's tighter than OEM.
It literally is tighter than OEM. OEM had some lines in there. This boy do know.
Come on, a little bit.
It's gorgeous. Can't believe it fits so well.
Hey guys.
So we're second by second more and more impressed by this body kit because
These fenders are fucking perfect.
they fit so good. They have these little like
Punch outs?
punch out holes that we did not trust at all at first because you never expect fiberglass body kits to fit at all.
But these are, I'm pretty sure these are real, like real stuff. Like these aren't built, these aren't made by Fine Line Tuning. I think Koguchi Power is like Japanese shit.
Oh, okay.
We drilled this hole because we were like not trusting the holes on the actual fender.
So we just lined it up ourselves by the eye, and it was kind of off. And we lined it up again and realized that the holes, the little punch out holes, were spot on.
Perfect.
So I mean, that's not shit you ever expect. But this one, let's see, I don't know
A
if
little to this side, but still pretty much
I
perfect.
can pretty much see, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're just like millimeters off. It's insane. And that's probably us being millimeters
Drop
off.
the hood down, see what it looks like.
So yeah, drop the hood, we'll check that. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, so I think as we start drilling shit, this will widen out and be even with this. But it's gonna be like factory, like, oh shit, it's just gonna be so good. That's so nice. So nice to see something work. On to the next hole. That's how I live my life.
Something flew over there. Okay, so we were trying to thread this nut on, or this bolt on with the fender on, and it wasn't working. So we pulled the fender off and tried to do it without the fender even on it, and this hole is just totally fucked. So we need to get a tap at a later point, but for now we're just gonna zip tie it and then move on to this hole. Yeah, there's only 3 fender bolts on each side, so not much. And then we have to fasten it down here too.
Moment of truth, we're closing it with the 3rd bolt in. Ooh, and look at that perfect panel gap. Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Consistent, even, small. Dude, it's looking good.
Dude, it looks perfect.
That is beautiful.
So sick.
So sick. Yeah, now you just gotta drill those like probably 1 or 2 little holes in the bottom, and that's it. Yeah, dude. All right, well that's 1/4 of the job done.
Yep. Perfect at feet.
Dude, it seriously is gorgeous. Here, let me open the door. All right, so Quentin's gonna drill those little holes and bolt up the bottom real quick, and then we're gonna be on to the next one. And after the next one, we're doing rear over fenders, which is something I've been waiting forever to see on this car, because those nasty ass fucking fenders.
From
Jesus.
a long time ago when we did the fender flares.
The fender flares, in retrospect, didn't look half bad.
Yeah,
honestly.
they actually looked okay. But I got so sick of them real quick.
Yeah.
Alright, so number 1 is done. We zip tied the bottom because apparently we lost the screws, but the zip ties are fine. Nobody's gonna see down there anyway. And when I get skirts, definitely nobody will see down there. And we're gonna get started on the second one, and then we'll be on to the rears. Alright, so we're part of the way down on the second front fender, and it's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah. Been lining up panels and everything and closing the hood, making sure everything lines up good. We did have like a tab back here. Back in here, there's a little tab to bolt the fender to that we were running into, that we didn't run into on the other side for some reason, but we did on this side. Quentin just hacked off the little thing on the actual fender itself so it didn't interfere with that, and we're all good now.
Give me the heat, boy.
Oh, heat him up. Oh yeah. Also, we got the heat gun going over here to bend these bitches to our will. I've never really used a heat gun before. It's pretty cool. These holes in these bolts are kind of bitches because the bolts are old and rusted, and they've probably been cross-threaded at least once in their life. And the holes are filled with paint and fiberglass, shit like that. So, which leads to things like this.
Alright, so we're still gotta do the bottom of this fender, but top is all screwed up. Not really.
It's all screwed up, dude. Oh my god, that's so
Fucking
good.
Perfecto.
So good.
Dude, I've never done something so proper.
I know, but we can only really blame the manufacturers on that one.
Yes.
I think it's because these are so good. Holy shit, dude.
So good.
So good.
Take a step back.
Yeah, she just needs the spacers now. Oh my god, dude. Oh.
Alright, so both the fronts are on. We're going to move to the backs, but before we do that, we're going to put the whole car back up on jack stands again so that we can fuck with the rear spacers, because we're going to have to lift it a little, the rear coilovers, because we're going to have to lift it a little bit. And we're going to put the spacers, the 25 mil spacers, on the front, see how they look, but they're not going to be the ones I'm running because the studs beneath, like the OEM studs from the actual hub, poke out a little bit past the spacer, which makes it so the wheel sits on the studs of the hub. If that makes sense. We'll show you when we pull the wheel off. I just need like a 10 mil wider spacer just to make those holes a little deeper, and I'll order those tonight.
We had a little test peep of the what the wheels and spacers and shit looks like, what the clearances looks like. And
looks good as fuck.
We do need to raise the coilovers a little bit, or else it's going to crunch these fenders as soon as Quentin turns the wheel. So
or even when we lower the car.
Oh, yeah, even when we lower the car. So we're just going to raise them up a little bit and then keep on. So that's how she looks up in the air.
It's
pretty wide, pretty brute. Oh, yeah. Dude, I think that's gonna be just fine. Hell yeah, that looks so good. Shit. Daddy.
Okay, so DJ has to go to work pretty soon, so we're gonna not do the rear over fenders right now because we just don't really have time. I have to go hang out with my girlfriend, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna leave this for next time we come over. I don't know if we'll just, I guess we'll probably just continue this video into that one, huh? And yeah, it looks sick. I'm super happy with it. Check out the link in the description if you guys want this same setup.